Right, I'm super excited about this because I don't always get to hear everything I've done. Usually when I'm done with a song, yeah, I'll listen to it on Spotify because I want to hear it in the house and stuff, and how it translated for learning purposes. But let's do it, man. I want to get through. Whoop, I want to critique and review everything I've done to date. So this is gonna be fucking 20 hours. Just kidding. It's going to be like a minute per song. That's 50 songs. So just talking myself through this. So first one we ever, ever did. We ever did. It's right here. We're just going to give it a little taste.
I know I'm a mess. I didn't choose it. I know you're scared. I'm gonna lose it. And now I'm just waiting for someone to take me and tell me that I'm doing fine. Cause you won't fuck off from my mind. I'm sorry, and I hate the old me. I don't know how not to be lonely. I didn't believe that loving was easy. I'm sorry for all of my faces, but you giving me all your patience, and I'm never leaving. You are the reason.
Welcome to the bliss.
All right. So a couple things I remember specifically about this one that are fun facts. Let's see. The first thing, the vocal chop.
Leaving.
I remember writing this outside. I wrote a lot of my music outside when I had my first computer. So I was sitting outside. It was like summer, and I remember showing my sister that vocal chop and asking for feedback. It was like the first vocal chop I had ever done on my own solo without any kind of music course, anything like that. And it's a vocal chop. It's a vocal chop. So Uh, if uh, if we're gonna critique, it's fun. All right, moving on. We have what else? The other thing I remember, this song carried on for a long time, because it used to take me a long time to write, produce, finish, mix, master, distribute, all these, all the different things. Like as I was going through the process, I was learning as I went, so it took forever. It took forever. But I remember moving into my new house, and I was up and I was laying in bed and I was working on the drop. And actually, for this one specifically, there's always something I'm going for. Um and for this one, I think I was, yeah, I really liked this song. This is what
There's this world that I'm
L
living in, stranger than before.
They have this elegant drop.
Save you forever.
So calming, and it's kind of what I was going for in this song. Now, first song, I didn't really understand how it worked. Now, in this song, now that I'm listening with, 5, 6 years of production ears in the mix, they have instrumentation. So back to the story. When I was laying in bed, I was trying to figure out why the the drop just didn't sound like this one, and I remember inserting an ocean sound, thinking that was just kind of like that was gonna do it. Like Ocean Sound is atmosphere, and as long as I sidechain it, then it was gonna turn out the way I wanted it. And it's not the case. I got close, but that's let's see, is there anything else? Um the voice lines. The voice lines. Thank you, Jack. It was those were voice lines from one of my favorite video games at the time, and it was all about just like this heaven concept. We'll keep it there. But yeah, it was meant to be like this. When the drop hit, it was like just like this heaven thing. But anyway, that was the first one. Learning processes was the big thing, and we got through it. We did it. So that was very first one 5 years ago. I think started in 2019, finished it in 2020, something like that. But the reason. All right, moving on. Cut. Holy shit. And that was the reason by Chelsea Cutler, remixed by me. And would I do that again? No. No, 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 no. The reason being my remixes are chosen based upon um the simplicity of a song and whether or not I can turn it into like a big melodic bass, future bass type track. And the reason, in my opinion, is a done song. It's done. If you're gonna remix it, so someone of my artistic fortitude or artistic opinions, it's untouchable. I mean, I could do it, but it's gonna sound more or less like structurally the same song. So would I do a song like this again? No. We'll get into there's a few more songs that'll come up that will be like, why did you remix this? And there's a reason, no pun intended, but this was a done and done song. Unless you're a producer like somebody like, I don't know, Blastoise, I'm not gonna remix it that way. That's not my vibe. I don't like doing that. I like it, but I'm not gonna make it that way. So unless you're gonna totally change the vibe, I don't see a reason to remix a song. So this is one that was just starting out, and I needed something to get the ball rolling. So here we are. All right, cutting away, cutting away. Next one, Love Myself, Hailee Steinfeld. This was where was I in my music career at this point? I think I was taking Alex Rome's EDM production course, his boot camp, which highly recommend. Awesome course. Um, Again, 5 years ago, I think I jumped on this one pretty quick. It was in the middle of the boot camp, so we had like a nice little community. He's got I don't know if it's still this way, I don't know, but 5 years ago, we had a Slack community, and so we could talk to everybody that was in the course, and anybody who was, alumni from the course can come back and submit for feedback and stuff. So great, 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 great for all kinds of producers, especially electronic aspiring producers. But so this is about where I was at with this. This was my first four on the floor type thing. And um yeah, experimentation. So let's give it a listen. There's Max.
When I get chills at night, I feel it deep inside. Without you, know how to satisfy, keeping the tempo right. Without you, pictures in my mind on replay. I'm gonna touch
Harsh.
me,
Harsh.
to scream my
But I didn't know. You guys know what I mean when I said four on the floor. Love sound. All right, so fun song. I think what I struggled most with this one I can recall is, and to this day, I still it gets a little complicated. The first, just call it verse, pre-chorus, chorus, drop, whatever you want to do, verse, I'm usually okay with. When you hit that pre-chorus mark, in at least my experience in the electronic world, what the fuck do you want to do? It's it. I don't like to just like copy and paste. So this was like my first intro to how do we rebuild a second drop but make it different. And this is what I did. I actually still like it. Yeah, so this is like our build up, but a little fun. Some Phil Collins in there to do like not Phil Collins sample, but you know what I mean. Fun song, fun song. I mean, would I do this today? Maybe if it was a collaboration, but it's not really the style I go for. But lots of fun. Still love Hailee Steinfeld, great artist. All right, moving on. All right, here is Games by Lennon, Stella. I was doing a lot of remixes to start. You know, I hear from a lot of producers like this is kind of where everybody gets going. Um, Games was a good adaptation of a song with structure but minimal production. Like Games is a nice smooth song, and I was like, okay, this is a good blank canvas for me as like the remixing artist to add something of my own flavor and even add a drop. The song doesn't have a drop. Like when I talked about The Reason by Chelsea Cutler, she's got a, drop in there, Chelsea. I don't mean to give fingers, but so this was my first, I would say, like attempt at giving something a new flavor. Let's play it.
Game over.
Who's that dog?
When I don't wanna talk, I swear that's all you wanna do. But when I text and I call, then I don't hear back from you. And when I almost let go, it's like you just know what to do. To keep me hanging, I'm stuck on your every move. If I wait, then you're gonna wait double. It's not love, it's a power struggle. And we keep going.
Lots of reverb. That's all I know how to do. So this is her chorus. Made it into build up. So this is another vocal drop. Super fun song. Honestly, really enjoyable. I think I was into most of my remixes or something. It stems from one, the song I'm gonna remix, like is it open to possibility? And two, um what what am I listening to at the time on Spotify that I think I can apply in my own way? So I just remembered it. So this is where's it? Ella and Max. Ella Bo and Max Styler. Sleep Alone.
Go. I don't wanna sleep alone.
Super fun, bouncy, but that was I think that was like the reference track. Normally I'll hear that track. I won't like go back to it necessarily during writing or production, but that's kind of where I was headed with that. And so the vocal chop, what the fuck is a vocal chop? Those little horns or whatever you're hearing. it's her voice. It's Lennon, and it's tormented and distorted and all kinds of stuff. But that's Games by Lennon Stella. So I like that one a lot. Hi, Lennon. All right, next one. Where are we at? One, two, three. Got a lot to go. Gotta hurry these up. Uh, okay, this gets into different grounds here. So the next one that is officially released on yeah, this one's Spotify. But on SoundCloud, I'm watching my SoundCloud in order here because it's ordered by when I officially put them out. Let Me Know. That's the name of the song. Liel and Darren Fewins. So this was from a class I was in, the Kygo class. This was so long ago. I can't believe how long it's been, but we had which another awesome class if you're beginning, if you're trying to figure stuff out. Awesome. But again, another great community in there too. So this is oh, that's I don't like that. Got a text. All right, so anyway, this was from a music course, and the way they get you started, again, this this course is really phenomenal. I think a lot of the music courses I've taken are really really awesome. But so they give you song files, just instrument or vocals, just vocals, acapellas, acapellas. That's the word I'm looking for. And you get to choose. You get to choose from all these acapellas that are recorded. You know, I'm not going to get into that, but and this one, these two artists right here, Liel and Darren Fewins, I picked this one, and so this was a part of my music course. And again, this was a Kygo music course. So if you're familiar with Kygo, four on the floor type stuff, tropical house, awesome crap. But this was we start with an acapella. That's all we get. So we gotta run it from beginning to end. So here's the fucking song.
You talk like you don't feel the same. Something inside you has changed. And lately I feel you've been acting so distant. When I come home late at night, you're always ready to fight. It's like your mood can transform in an instant. I don't know what's going on. Am I reading all the signs completely wrong? Am I wasting all my time trying to repair a love that wasn't ever, ever there? I want a love that lasts forever, not one that freezes in the snow. If you want love that lasts forever, you better let me know. You better let me know.
Did you guys hear Max? Anyway, so super cool vibe. Again, this was crunch time, crunch time, crunch time. We were in this course, and you only have like I don't know 2 weeks tops, maybe I don't even remember to finish the song up. And I was, it, man, I when I was in these courses, they were like, get these songs enough because at the end of the 2 week section or whatever it was, you were to submit your song and give feedback to other students who submitted their songs. Now, for me, like I had already taken Alex Rome's EDM boot camp, and so not only did I want to have the song structured, produced, but I wanted to have it mixed, mastered, release ready when I was submitting this to the course because I knew at the end of those 2 weeks we were moving on to something new, and I did not want to have to backtrack. So I wanted to have something to put out when the course was over and when I was ready because I don't know, whatever. That's how I am. But fun song. Okay. Next one. This is another one from when I was doing the music course. and it was another one of their acapellas that I pulled. So this is "Can't Stop Falling in Love with You" with Liel Barzi. I picked her again, so I really liked her stuff. And I'm gonna be honest, I really like this one.
Everything that you carry,
I didn't like how I did it.
any luggage you
It,
take,
it like drags on.
all the ghosts you keep in hiding,
We're at 30 seconds now.
they don't scare me away. No, 'cause I can't stop falling in love with you. I won't stop falling in love with you. I can't stop falling in love with you. With you. With you. With you. With you. Falling in love with you. With you. With you. With you. Falling in love with you.
All right, fun. Four on the floor. What did I learn from this? That music can be hard. All right, moving on. Okay, so I was still in that Kygo course, but they wanted us, I forget what the parameters were. Maybe it was take another acapella, but at that point I was like, I knew I was not going to be a four on the floor producer. I still occasionally will throw one out there, but I love and have always loved melodic bass, future bass, that kind of EDM style. So Millennium, Nurko, those are my two big guys that I draw from. So this was my first, I would say, like legitimately start to finish attempt at a future bass melodic track. So I pulled, it's on SoundCloud. All the rights go to Hailee, but here's another Hailee Steinfeld, and this is her song "Wrong Direction." So this is very slow. The original song very slow, all piano, lots of room to do amazing shit. So here's this one, "Wrong Direction" remix.
I don't hate you. No, I couldn't if I wanted to. I just hate all the hurt that you put me through.
Nice big bass impact.
And that I blame myself
Strings
for
come
letting
in.
you. Did you know I already knew? Couldn't even see you through the smoke. Looking back, I probably should have known, but I just wanted to believe that you were asleep alone. Love me with your worst intentions. Didn't even stop to question.
My first
Every time you burn me down, don't know how for a moment I felt like heaven. Love me with your worst intentions. Painted us a happy ending. Every time you burn me down, don't know how for a moment I felt like heaven.
I'll be honest, I still love this song. I still love this song. I love the way I did it. I think structurally it's what I still to this day do. Um Production wise, I think it could use a lot of help. I would love to redo this one. Um that's going to be on my own time though, cuz unfortunately this cannot go to Spotify. This is a non-official unofficial remix. But um hearing this says 4 years ago. So hearing this, it needs a lot of juice, needs a lot of work, needs a lot of touching up. Definitely obviously a remix remaster, but it would have to be pretty much broken down from the production end. But it's there. It needs some juice. But honestly, I really really liked this song. I really really liked it. All right, moving on. All right, Shine. This was an in-betweener. I don't think I was doing anything with the music course. I'm scrolling up here. Yeah, I don't have anything. So in between a music course, I don't know what I was doing with this. Here we go. So Splice acapella.
You do this thing when I'm talking to you, like everything freezes and I just have to.
I mean, I'm not gonna roast my music the whole time, but when people ask me, what song do you want to show me? It's not All right, let's get that. All right, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah. What is hashtag deep house? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Um. Okay, moving on. Uh, Another remix. All right, this coincides with. I got a buddy outside. All right, let's just listen first. So, is it just me? Emily Burns' song remixed by us. Here we go.
It's been way too long for me to find it this hard. Sitting alone, my fingers picking the sofa apart.
So
In an
for
attempt to distract from the fact that I miss you, I wonder if your friends have had to carry you home and stay for the night because they don't want to leave you alone. Where before it was fun, it's becoming an issue. I know it's cruel, but I kind of hope you're tortured too. Tell me, does your heart stop at the party when my name drops? Like you stood at the
I
platform when the trains cross? Are you
I
hurting? Yeah,
don't
you
remember.
must be. Or is it just me? Tongue-tied, screaming on the inside when I say that we broke up and they ask why. Are you crying in the shower like free? Or is it just me? Inside, 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 inside. Or is it just me? Inside, 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 inside. Or is it just me?
Uh, okay. All right. So the thing I remember, I started to get into that phase where when I was working on one song, I would, I listen to music constantly. So when I heard, um, I dropped this into Logic, into my audio station, and this is what I heard.
Drops like you stood at the platform when the trains
This
cross.
is what I heard.
Are you hurting?
Very
Yeah, you
minimal.
must be. Or is it just me? Tongue-tied, screaming on the inside when I say that we.
I don't know why I remember this, but I remember sitting down and dropping this track in, just the acapella, and adding just the ride and the cymbal and just kind of the build up feel, because I knew like that's gonna be my build up. and I don't know what it is. I was sitting on the couch, had like this mean glass of whiskey, and I was like, "This is gonna be my next one. This is gonna be my next one." But like with Wrong Direction, this one uh could use a lot of production help, and things are they're there structurally. They're not translating sonically, and that's you're gonna find that with older songs from me at least, and beginning producers. But unless you're fucking awesome as soon as you start, and if you are, but yeah, I really like this one too. I experimented with a lot of different stuff. This was my first track where I utilized what we call an LFO, or for you guys and gals out there, shaper box, volume shaper, a lot of ducking, things like that, that kind of thing. And I I remember this track. Um, oh my God, it was on my old computer, and there were so many fucking tracks. It was unreal, man. If I had to, once I got deep into production, once I had to make an adjustment, the computer could not run the song. And so I had to do what's called freeze constantly on Logic Pro. And that essentially like takes a lot of weight off the computer so it can run the track. But in order to freeze a single track out of 200 tracks, it takes 20 seconds tops. But if you're trying to freeze like a group of 50 tracks or something like that, it can take like 2 minutes. At least it did for me. So there, oh my God, like I did not produce this methodically the way I would today. It would be a hell of a lot simpler visually on the workstation, which I'm not going to show you guys. It's a waste of time. But I had way too many tracks for what was actually happening. But anyway, I really, really did enjoy this song, and I would put this down for maybe another one that I would redo with my experience and knowledge that I have now. But just I want to hear a couple more pieces of this.
Broke up and they ask why, or is it just me?
The heartbeat in there. If you got headphones. With some EQ sweeps. I was trying everything. I really like the melody for that one, but awesome, awesome. Moving on. Okay, next one is Care For. Now, this was yes, this was another one that was pulled from the Kygo course on Studio Monthly or Studio. They changed their name to Studio, but I was in this course, and so this was an acapella pulled, and one of my classmates, Chris. Hey, Chris. He had done this. He did this, and I really liked it too. I was gonna pick this song, the acapella to pull, and for whatever reason I didn't, and he did, and I listened to it, and I was like, oh man, like yeah, that's I like it. I like it so much. And so this was, let's see, no collab, not really a collab. This was, believe it or not, Chris, this was my first collaboration with another artist, with somebody else, like not just like a remix pulled from something off Spotify, or the ones that are here that have Liel listed because she was the acapella. This was this was like my first collaboration with somebody, and so Chris sent this track over for feedback in the course, and I was like, I was cautious because I was like, hey man, I don't want to be, I hope I wasn't offensive or a jerk or anything, but I was like, hey, I would love to add like a little more flavor to this, and I don't know, Chris, I don't know if you release songs to Spotify or if you're even doing this anymore, um but I was like, let's shape this up because we can get this on Spotify, and let me just add a little bit to it. So I gotta say, Chris structured this, and he did, I would say, 90% of this, and then I just added an extra 10% just to put it into perspective. But care for.
chasing tonight. And I start feeling if you would just see me, we might. And then I'm reeling, words don't seem right. Trust me, you'd have to be there, baby. Words don't seem right. Trust me, baby. Trust me. Love you, baby.
Come on,
Love
Chris,
you.
with the vocal drop.
Love you, baby. Love you. Trust me. Love you, baby. Love you. Love you, baby. Words don't seem right. Love you, baby.
So fun.
Wanna love me, wanna love you. Love you, baby. I need you, wanna love me, words don't seem right.
All right, so I mean, really fun track. And Chris, thank you so much for letting me, kind of take over and put this out here, man. But great song, really enjoyed it. That was from our studio course. All right, next one. This I'm just going chronological order. This has no some of these might have been worked on in tandem or whatever, but another remix. So where was I when I was doing this? I remember being I worked on this one at the pool at my apartment complex a lot. I was still taking my computer outside. um I don't really do that that much anymore. I got too much gear and shit going on, but yeah, fun. So You Broke Me First by Tate McRae.
Maybe you don't like talking too much about yourself, but you should have told me that you were thinking about someone else. You're drunk at a party, or maybe it's just that your car broke down. You're floating off for a couple months, you're calling me now. I know you like this. When shit don't go your way, you need to face it. And like me, I did. But I've been out of every reason. Now suddenly you're asking for it back. Could you tell me where'd you get the nerve? Yeah, you could say you miss all that we had, but I don't really care how bad it hurts when you broke me
Another one I really like. The if you guys are knowledgeable of these vocals, they get. I don't know if I should say this, but it's on SoundCloud. I don't monetize them. Don't kill me. They're ripped. The vocals are ripped. So it means like AI tools, whatever you got on the internet, pulls the acapella from the song, and it sounds like shit, honestly. That's why I don't really do that anymore. I actually one of my most recent ones is, but I tried to work with it. But it doesn't come out that great, but it gives me enough to write the song around it, just to as a baseline, just just in case I ever got to redo one of these, or if I grab the actual acapella, I could do this. But this is I do like this one too. Like with the other two, Is It Just Me in Wrong Direction? It's hard. These were hard. Just because my knowledge as far as mixing and mastering goes, sound choices, things like that. It doesn't. It's another one of those things where the structure of the production makes sense, but you don't want your listener, what I've learned, you don't want your listener to have to fill in the gaps that you're missing sonically. So I mean, the drums need work in this song. Like, it just doesn't hit the way like I try to make my songs hit now. But fun song. Fun song. Moving on. All right. I got Just This One Time with us and Jordan. This was I guess this is my besides Chris, this is my very first track where I collaborated with another artist and we wrote it top to bots. And this was went for a different sound. This was a like rap hip hop type thing with Jordan doing the hooks, and yeah, it turned out all right. The piano must have been a sample because I do not play piano like that. Man, it's been a long time since I've heard this.
Hey Jay, I know this might be too early to say. We just met a month ago, but I think about you every day. I know these feelings aren't something you want to believe in, and that this look on you isn't something you want to be seen in, but there's 1,000 things I'm thinking about, want to say to you, like fuck this mask is coming off, so you can see me now with a better view. It's like, I know we've both been hurt before, but Yogi Sagu stopped and said you can't just go and close that door. There are bad things out there, but good things too. So maybe it's time to see this through. This could be something really great, maybe something we end up hating. But one thing's fact, if we don't try, we let this shit just pass us by. It really suck if years from now, if we're both lonely and asking why.
When I met you, I didn't think it would turn into what it's been. And now you're running all these circles around my mind. Now I'm thinking, when will it sink in?
Awesome. So two things that stick out to me. The mic, what I'm talking on right now, I did not have this. So this was I don't even know. It's in the closet somewhere, but it wasn't a bad mic, but I mean, uh, my this was like my real first time like doing a vocal processing from scratch, and it's a little hot. It's very hot. Um, what that means to you non-technical music people is it's very glassy, very glossy, and it was just it's too much. But I didn't notice it at the time. You know, this was 4 years ago. And what's the other fucking thing? Yeah, this was really this taught me a lot about vocal production because when I was doing my own vocals on this, I learned so much about the impact of doubles. And so, and especially in rap songs when you hear them and stuff like that, you got one down the center and, you know, traditionally, boom, you get some doubles off to the side. It thickens the vocals. And so I learned a lot about doubles and vocal production from this structurally. But yeah, good song. Good song. All right, next one. Yeah, I fucking love you. Honestly, I really like this song. Um, this was a more or less a cover. It was like it was a cover of a cover of a cover. I think it was three or four. I remember looking up the history to this song where the melody comes from, but cover of a cover of a cover, maybe of a cover, and sampled that, um, manipulated it just a little bit, and rapped over it. And I still dig the song.
yeah. Kids used to be, yeah, if I still bleed, tell me you won't lie to me.
Nice flow. Honestly, I still really like this one. The two things I learned from this one 4 years ago. One, your kick and bass, boom, no boom, but boom, or whatever the fuck it is. Um, Oh boy, you can't just throw a kick and a sub on on your track like this. It needs a little more. And what I mean by that is the kick's okay, but the sub that follows behind it, the boom, boom, ba boom, there's nothing to it. It's lame. There's no flavor, there's no like distorted pat. There's room for this to grow. And I didn't know at the time. I didn't know at the time. The other thing I learned from this track, let's see if you can hear it.
Tell me that you set me free. In the future, honestly, I really see just you and me. Wherever that I go in life, I know I want you by my side. I can be your ride or die. I can be that special guy. Telling me you dream at night, never is it feeling right. If you're not in my bed, you can't seem to calm your head. Can you talk to me instead? That's where you wanna be. Cause both of us together, nothing hurts and we're always free.
Boom. Can you hear me running out of breath? The other thing I learned from this track was that you don't have to fucking spit take this shit for 35 seconds or whatever the hell it is. I could have broken that up. Could have broken that up and it would have been more powerful. And instead of me just uh like until it's time for the next part. But anyway, a lot of room for as with anything that's 4 or 5 years old, at this point, a lot of room for production help and shit like that. But honestly, great flow. I like that song. I really do. All right, next one. This is okay. Super fast. Let's just listen and I'll tell you what the fuck this is. Oh yeah, this one's fun.
I see you in the right light. I'm in love, it's the right time. And nothing is holding me back. You spin me around. I choose you for a lifetime. I'm a rose, you're an ice vine. And nothing is showing me like you win every round. No putting out fires. Cause I never grow tired. Your love makes me inspired. You're
Drop that.
the one. I'm the moon. You're the one.
I gotta be real. This one, I feel like it was done really well. It again needs a lot of mixing, mastering help, shit like that. But ignoring that, this one came from actually a website. I forget what it's called. I'm not even gonna mention it. I've seen there's problems with it recently or something. But Mariami, thank you so much. If I said that wrong, apologize. But uh, this was she wrote this song and I took it kind of like an acapella and redid it with my own taste and flavor. And this one's on Spotify. And Mariami, I know this is on your page, so I appreciate it. Thank you. I did work very hard on it. Let's see, this is one of the it's like very close to one of the first or second ones that made it on Spotify that weren't from like a course. But yeah, this was a cool song, man. And I think couple fun things about this. I think I was going for like there was like Passion Pit. If you guys are familiar with Passion Pit, I think the reference for that. Let's see if I can find it. There was an album that I used to listen to all the time. Oh, it might actually be this one. No, everybody knows that one. No, it gets like it starts off super super fast. No, that's not it. I don't know which one it is, but no, there's a Passion Pit song that starts off. It's like the first song on one of the earlier albums around this age, and it just like hits you everything. But yeah, I wouldn't call this song goofy by any means, but I definitely added like a little bit of that like you know wobbly sine wave. I don't want to get technical in these videos, but yeah, this one's fun. And then last thing, the vocal chop. hilarious. The vocal chop for the song.
You're the one you would never.
Anyway, it's in there. So the vocal chop very uh, it's like it sounds like bees buzzing. It is a melody, but I chopped up I don't know, the chorus or whatever. And I went on the piano and I just drugged my hand across it. And something came out of it that I was like, God damn, like that's kind of fun. Like what the fuck just happened? And so, it goes into my computer and I adjusted shit from there. But this vocal chop wasn't I didn't spend a lot of time on this one because I liked how like just crazy it was just from running my hand across the piano and I adjusted it from there. But anyway, all right, that was a lot of songs. I'm gonna take a break for now. Next one up, we're gonna do Aurora.